How's it going, boys? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing fine. You are? Well, that is absolutely awesome to hear. Today, we are continuing our historic mythic grind. And for that, I'm going to be using Orzhov Auras, one of the least used aura archetypes in Arena. And I honestly don't really understand why, because this honestly slaps. It's almost impossible to deal with unless you have a very specific lucky hand. Because the moment you just get Core Spirit Dancer or Light Paws out, that's it. Kaya's Ghost Form, Demonic Vigor instantaneously come into play, and congratulations, then you can just draw until you get your win conditions. And most of the time that is Ethereal Armor or everyone's favorite All That Glitters. Now admittedly, this has one weakness, and that is elves that go first get a perfect hand and then just OTK you on turn 4 while you haven't really set up with something like Crater Hoof Behemoth, or alternatively someone has a really good hand with life gain and is summoning just angels. But in the angel case, we can always add a Shadow Spear if we feel like it, but you know, unless we see a lot of angels, we're not doing it. And even in those cases, against mono white, you can actually sometimes just outlast them because we're using things like Face of Divinity. This card gives First Strike and Lifelink, and that is absolutely huge. And we do have one copy of Light of Promise, which means in stalemate situations, well, you know, 40-40 creature, someone attacks, you first strike it, and Light of Promise just adds 40 more extra stats on it. Trust me, you are outscaling any life gain of any actual life gain build. So that's kind of awesome. Against mono red or whatever, you have things like Rune of Sustenance and again Face of Divinity. You got good old best boys here and a little bit of life's bounties. Very good for just pushing against something like, I don't know, Boros. Well, not Boros. Well, yeah, also Boros, I would say. You know, we have a lot of promise here. We have a lot of potential. A little bit of flying even with Demonic Embrace. 22 lands to be specific. 1.7 average mana cost. 16 creatures. Pretty good, pretty fine. The only thing that we honestly are afraid of is pretty much just bricking with our hands. And then that doesn't even honestly happen that much, because you can pretty safely mulligan like 1 or 2 times. And again, with things like Demonic Embrace and Kaya's Ghost Form, oh boy, Demonic Embrace, no, I mean Demonic Vigor. Man, oh, look at that, boys, instantaneously starting off with the mythic losers who can't win. Ah, man, just talk about them ego boosts, boys, just mwah, just absolutely splendid. And we do have an actual hand that does stuff. Depending on what he plays, we could absolutely just... Let's start with a Selfless Savior. In case he's playing mono red, he's absolutely done if he goes for the removal. Aha! Oh! Oh, that is so unbelievably good. Oh, we can actually bait with SRAM. Do I want to bait with SRAM? I'm gonna set up a little bit. I'm gonna set up just a little bit here. So, Demonic Vigor instantaneously on that, because, you know, that's a 2-2 now with lifelink. Against any kind of red aggro or whatever, your first and, well, honestly, pretty much only objective in life is literally just get something big enough with lifelink, and then you're having a good time. Monastery Swifts, ooh, that's not a good start, Chief. You want to destroy this one hundo. Okay, let's see what happens. I think he's gonna have something that, you know, spectate effects, obviously. Cat on purple, but man, if he doesn't do anything here, we pretty much win. Because next turn, it's SRAM into Ethereal Armor on the Lives Bounty. Mono Red can't just do anything. Yeah, that's light up the stage. Ooh, we win, boys. Chances of us losing here, close to non-existential right now. Because look at this. This is already pretty much exclusively out of any range of anything. Plus, you know, a little bit of that first strike. Because why not? We don't have any vigilance here. But trust me, that's not a problem. Literally, let's just good game him. Playing red aggro. He knows it's over. There's nothing he can do. There's a Selfless Savior. No matter how aggressive, no matter what he does here, it's just over. Ah, what a hand. You see, this is why lifelink matters. And your classic Orzhov variants of AURAS don't actually do that. They're actually really... Ooh, that's bad. That's annoying. Well, admittedly, I would say that is annoying, but at the same time, doesn't matter. Nah. Because he needs to outscale this, and that's probably not happening no matter what. Okay, do this. The protection is literally on, and a light spa, which makes it, well, pretty decent, just swing it. Again, he can't. There's nothing. Even if he has literally 3 lightning strikes, there's nothing he can do. Because I'm just instantaneously selfless savioring the lives bounty. And he knows it. Bringing the thunder, boys. What can I say? What can I say? Pretty good, pretty good. Did you enjoy that? Yes, Wizards. I'm tired of you asking when it's clearly an absolute 100% one-sided rigged game. Am I happy about the win? Did I enjoy myself? I don't understand. You know what? I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to get into it how bad of an indie development company Wizards of the Coast are. It's just mind-blowing. But we do have some interesting topics that we could talk about today, boys. You know, some cool stuff. A lot of people... Wait, no. A lot of people in the past videos did talk about how I absolutely hate Arena. About the match rigging. Because, man, even if you're average Joe, you play like 1 or 2 Arena games a day. If you climb to the higher ranks... You just... There's not a single person in existence who does not instantaneously... Ooh, gates. That just means I need to be, well, aggressive enough. We did go first, which gives us a huge chance. Do I go... Oh, wait, that's Gobos. Man, I'm gonna go SRAM in that case. Look at this. I have Light of Promise. I can Light of Promise into all that glitters, and this does not matter to me at all. Or Light of Promise into the thing with First Strike, and doesn't matter at all. Or I can just do this and kind of triple equip myself. I think this is fine. Do I wanna... No, I don't. So let's do it like this. Ooh, Lives Bounty. Pretty good. Pretty juiced. Let's see. What are our 1-drops? Do I want to go for Kai's or do I want to go for the Rune? I'm gonna go for the Rune instantaneously because it should be impossible right at this moment. Attack, because obviously. And after that, if I get a 3rd land, I can just Light's Promise. Even though I don't think I want to do that. We have the Rune. Oh. Ooh, this guy is going pretty hard, not gonna lie. We don't have Vigilance, which kind of makes these situations a bit tedious. But all in all, I would say it's kind of okay. So, I can actually block with SRAM if I feel like it with Kai's Ghost form. Or maybe I don't even need to do that. Kind of depends. Okay, let's see. Ooh, Demonic Embrace. Good stuff, good stuff. Look at that. 8-8 instantaneously off the bad boys. And you know what? Has Vigilance. What a time to be alive. It's actually useful. So he can't ever get rid of this, but might as well just, you know, continue to pump it up. Should be good, because especially considering what we can get with this bad boy. Look at that. Another Demonic Embrace. Let's go. 16 exacto. And we can actually go for a little bit more, even if we feel like it, you know? Good times. You see? You see? People underrate this so much. Unremovable cards, huge lifelink. All we're missing is honestly just putting in a little bit of those man lands and manhandling our opponents like there's absolutely no tomorrow. That's what we're currently missing, and that's what we could be easily doing. So yeah. Good stuff, good stuff. I'm gonna actually check my comment section because I think someone wrote something interesting that I wanted to reply. People agreeing on old school RuneScape being absolutely goated. Self high five, boys. You know it's true. You know RuneScape is one of the best games ever created, if not the best game ever created. Good start. 2 core Spirit Dancers. Do you think people are not playing, by the way, AURAS anymore? Because, you know, look at this. I'm already, I've played 2 games. And how many times have I gotten core Spirit Dancer in the opener? Yeah, the juice is not exactly flowing there. Let's do this. I think he's just... Oh! He wasn't waiting. Interesting. Oh my god, don't tell me this is another aggro schmagro play. Oh no! Say it ain't so! Our poor sweet summer child. What do I want to do here? Do I want a demonic vigor? Well, he has this. No, actually, no, do I even care? Let's just go for the aura. We're gonna draw an extra. If I get a land, I just want to draw extra. Like, there's no way he removes this ever, because, you know, what kind of removal can he even have? Okay. Got that. Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna vigor it. Why not? You know, extra protection never hurt anyone. By the way, we have already broken absolute... He's saying nice. Maybe he thinks he can win because he doesn't know that we have life gain. Admittedly, that's a completely reasonable assumption, because most people understand a problem with playing something like this is, well, it's extremely simple, and that is the fact that... Should I actually do this? Nah, I should just do this. Okay, ghost form it up, take action, draw more, demonic vigor. That's fine, that's fine. Okay, what are we doing? Nothing. We're already out of juice here, boys. Well, pretty much. Do I want to pay... Yeah, I want to pay life here. Don't ask me. Don't at me. Should be good. Let's draw a little bit of extra. Ah, here's a life bounty. Good. As long as... Wait, there's nothing for me to get out of this. Okay, good enough, good enough. So this guy is not giving up because he understands. This guy knows the matchup. It seems like most people will give up in this situation, but this guy knows the matchup. He understands that this color combination has absolutely no way of pushing through a huge mass. So he's most likely just gonna play on that. But the moment he sees that lifelink come into play, well, oh yeah, we got it, boys. We got it. We got him good. The moment he sees the lifelink come into play, he knows it's over. At least he should understand it's probably over. Haha, good stuff. And I can drop in a SRAM now because, you know, make it the full family. You know, good stuff. In any case. We have already, by the way, completely broken the average core Spirit Dancer draw rate. 100 plus games of recorded statistics with opponents playing anything with core Spirit Dancer. 95% of the time, in the opening hand, exactly on turn 2. And now we have played 3 games and... You think he's gonna continue? I mean, he has a good chance here, but he should... Yeah. That's right. You see, the lifelink can win so many matchups. It's partially, by the way, this is literally just transferred knowledge I already have from playing just basic white life gain. When I talked about it a little bit in those that video also. That if you're playing life gain, Chubbums is your literal best friend in so many situations. He can solo win against elves, against goblins, against so many things. Because he's the one you can pump up with Heliod. He's the one that has lifelink and vigilance. So he can swing, gain life, and then he can protect and gain life again. You know, it's like a win condition, and we're kind of replicating this a little bit. You know, good stuff, boys, good stuff. That's 3 wins in a row. Absolutely phenomenal, if you ask me. Core Spirit Dancer in the opener. And we got a Kaya. I wonder if we're gonna get into a situation where I feel like we actually need to wait for 3 lanes and then go all in. Maybe with this, but I can always bait. If I get 3 lanes, I can always just bait with Core Spirit Dancer. Because in this case, I got all the glitters and I got light pods. Core Spirit Dancer is absolutely humongous and milfy-vilfy. You don't get where was I going with this? Don't know, don't care. But she's really strong with that +2/2 for every aura equipped. But it's actually unnecessary if you have Light Paws plus all that glitters or ethereal armor. Because you're already going to be pumping enough with this, and she is just so much more easier to equip. So I can drop Core Spirit Dancer here on turn 2. She can get baited and removed, and I actually don't even suffer too many negative consequences. Because Light Paws is just gonna be there. Also, our opponent seems to be AFK. What a time to be alive. Oh, anyway, boys. Like, subscribe, and comment down below. We're something like 800 people away from, you know, getting to 100k, and that would be amazing. Oh yeah, I asked you how what kind of you know, passive games you constantly play. Here, Machi Pivov, can't pronounce that, no idea. Card game is gonna be Dolman Mahjong. Dolman Mahjong? What the hell is that? Oh, in Final Fantasy 14. Shooter CSGO, man, CSGO is absolutely popping off. And as for progression game at the moment, Deep Rock Galactic. I think that's the mining game that our boy Seth made a video about recently. Ah, Seth. He could suck my dick anytime. Wouldn't even be mad. I would let him touch the tip. And much, much more. Not gonna lie, boys. Good times. Not a lot of people answer questions. Yeah, but some do. Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, well, a decent amount. Boys, why do I ask you the question if you're not answering? Huh? Huh? Well, anyway, since... Yeah, this guy's really AFK, huh? Maybe he's obviously he's intimidated by us. He literally has a chicken for an avatar. My god, is this person ever not intimidated by anything in life? The answer is probably no, obviously. In any case, boys. I actually have never thought about this too much, but this I don't understand this modern day conversation. It happens pretty often, but it never actually goes deep, and I have never actually heard anyone talk about it deeply. And that is the idea of taxing the rich. You know? Ooh, we ranked up. Nice. And that is the idea of taxing the rich. Like, 80% on their bottom line, aka pure profits. You know, what would happen if you taxed them? I hear a lot of people say no, because, you know, that's kind of communism, and communism obviously is going to fail. But taxing the rich is not actually, well, I guess it's kind of, in a sense, upstream from communism, or downstream, you could probably call it. But there's a huge difference. Communism doesn't work for the very easy reason that, well, if you remove incentive for people to be better than others, for people to work harder than others because there's no reward at the end, that's very understandable. Ooh, elves, is this perfect opener? Wrinkly boy? Not wrinkly boy. Non-wrinkly girl. 10 out of 10. But yeah. So, 3 Llanowar elves. What a play. What an absolute play. Okay, what happens if I just go Light of Promise? Yeah, what happens if I just go Light of... Dude. Oh! I mean, of course. What else could the world be happening? Yay. 10 out of 10, boys. 10 out of 10. You know they got you. You know they got you. But anyway, back to the taxation thing. So, in communism, yeah, it's true. There is absolutely no incentive if the premise of it's everyone is equal. Like, why should I try and actually do stuff and make things better if someone else is gonna do that for me, you know? Why should I try and do anything because, you know, in that system I technically should be guaranteed a good life, right? There it's understandable. But in the tax thing, people also mention it. Like, if you tax the rich, like, And also, I'm not gonna get into what bracket should we call even the rich. I'm talking about this, you know, very not going too deeply in it. But a common thing that I have heard in this conversation, and that's pretty much where it honestly ends. I have rarely heard anyone talk more about this, but I think this is kind of stupid argument. It's like, well, if we tax the rich 70 or 80% of their bottom line, aka pure profit, they who's gonna do it? Because there's no incentive to actually do it if all of your profits are gonna be taxed. And I think that's a stupid thing to say. For example, do you think Bill Gates is gonna stop doing what Bill Gates does? Do you think Baldy McBaldy from Amazon, well, he's no longer at Amazon, Jeff Bezos, is gonna stop doing the things he is doing because he would lose 70% of that income? Like, these people are still gonna 100% continue doing what they are doing, because even if you're getting taxed 70 or 80 or whatever percent, I don't even know what percent that honestly should be. Again, I'm not actually sold on this idea. It's just this conversation's kind of interesting and no one actually goes deep in it. So I'm just spitballing here. And it interests me, obviously, because of business analytics and all the shit that I do. So, ooh, solid, solid, solid. Do you think he has removal? I don't think he has removal. Yo, this is gonna be the play of the century. Watch this. This is not the best, but this is the biggest D that I can go. Thus means that I will 100% go it. Oh yeah, the dream, boys. The absolute quintessential dream. I'm not, you know what? I'm not gonna do it. No, wait, should I make... Ooh. Bruh, I don't care about your filthy hammer. I'm actually not gonna play anything else. Just to establish pure unadulterated We could have had a moment. Just you and me, we could have had a moment. But anyway, back to the taxes, I guess, considering he decided to ruin the moment. Okay, so if you tax Bill Gates for 70 or 80%, he's not gonna quit his job and become a barista because he can earn more money that way. No. Those jobs, even if it's taxed 70 or 80% or whatever, what would be the cutoff, if that percent tax is applied correctly, technically those jobs are still the, by far, still highest paying job opportunities you can ever dream of. Now, admittedly, obviously, if this could be done, the first thing all these rich people would do is instantaneously try to find creative solutions how they can get more of their profits back and pay less. You know, loopholes, maybe they get paid in stonks or something like that. You know, there's always an opportunity, right? But we ignore that for now, because again, this is not actually a deep conversation. I just kind of want to hear your opinion. Do you think this would not work? Because again, it doesn't matter if, like, by the way, even imagine Bill Gates actually says, no, you know what, you're taking too much of my money, I will not be Bill Gates anymore. Wow. I will not be Bill Gates anymore. I'm quitting it. For example, imagine, like, the current CEO of Apple says, yeah, you know what, no, Apple does not exist anymore. And bam, tomorrow there is no Apple. You cannot buy any kind of Apple devices or anything like that. There's just nothing more in production. That means that there's a hole in the market. And we already know, by the way, that holes in the market get fixed very fast. Oh, and by the way, this is a neat little trick to understand if someone understands finances or not. Anyone who says that Twitter Blue was a bad idea by Elon Musk is a moron who does not understand businesses or finances at all. Anyone who says trying that was a stupid idea is just a moron. Just FYI. It's like, it's currently legitimately my test for finding people who actually know or don't know what they are talking about. It's literally the easiest thing. Because anyone who says no is stupid. He's a moron. Clearly. Because they are essentially... Ooh, big. I don't think that big matters here because I can do this. I can make that. I'm actually gonna go for some protection here because we do have the rune. Oh, we did not have that. Well, it doesn't matter. Well, anyway. So, you know, people who say, for example, Elon Musk did bad with Twitter Blue obviously have absolutely no clue how businesses work or anything. That's an easy way. Is he gonna find removal? That would be pretty sad. You know, that's just a useful trick. If there is a hole at something, it's going to be filled in by the market instantaneously. Because even if you get paid at the end of the day, like, let's imagine from $1 million you get only paid 200k, there is nothing else that comes even close to still earning those 200k. The people at the top, still, there's nothing better. They will never find a better way to do this. And then you can say, for example, well, what if they're trying to evade the highest bracket, for example, of taxes, and, you know, they don't go over a certain threshold of income because that's not good for them? And I would say for that, that's also a kind of stupid argument, because I would say that's absolutely great, that's absolutely phenomenal. Because if a company does not improve its earnings by what it can, that means that there's that means that the market is not maxed out. And if the market is not maxed out, that means someone else can take that share of the market, or, you know, a portion of that share for themselves. And that would instantaneously create competition. So let's imagine the new person, Steve Jobs, who's creating the new Apple in this scenario, doesn't want to go past X earnings, because then he would be in a different bracket, and then he would need to actually try and move up. You know, he would essentially lose money because of the tax thing. Okay, that means that someone else is gonna take the leftovers, because those leftovers are still gonna pay way more than literally any other normal job that person could have done. You see, you see, it kind of fixes itself in that case. And and I say that's great, because competition is, like, useful. You know, you do not want someone to hold a monopoly over, well, anything, honestly. So, you know, that's absolutely amazing on its own. Man, look at this guy. Big mad, big mad. Ha ha! Yeah, boy. What you gonna do? You gonna cry about stuff, Nick? I swear these are bots, by the way. I swear these are bots. There's just absolutely no way in life that people like this exist. I have played against so many basic names like Nick, Tom, and whatever in Arena, that these must be bots. I can't believe suddenly there's just an influx of people named Tom, Nick, Bob, and Jerry, and whatever. There's no way. Cat on purple. Maybe he just concedes fast. He didn't find what he was looking for with the symbol of team, which is, by the way, incredibly unlucky, because that card is 100% busted. But, you know, skill issue, as they say. Funny. But yeah, that's the thing about tax. I don't know if I explain it too well, because when I'm playing Magic and actually something here happens that requires my attention, I do flip. But I hope I kind of explain it well. And the thing is, again, I'm not sold at what I say myself here, because I haven't really thought deeply about it. But this conversation just happens, honestly, time to time so often. And I have never seen anyone who actually deeply has a conversation about it, you know, that goes to the max level on this. I don't know, I think it could work. Because what are the billionaires and millionaires gonna do? Become baristas? No, they're gonna keep doing their thing, even though they're taxed more, because that's simply still the maximum, because you're still gonna get the maximum amount of money, you know? Obviously, the cutoffs would be pretty harsh. Obviously, the loophole searching would be tremendous and whatnot. And, well, if a single country kind of does it, obviously people are going to move out of that country. But if every country does it, I don't know. I actually think that could be a good solution. I don't know. But again, maybe there's like some kind of super basic thing I haven't even thought about. For me, the basic things are usually, honestly, the absolutely most hard, unbelievable, things to comprehend. You know, there's this cool channel. Yeah, that's what I expected, you dirty, dirty animal. There's this cool channel on YouTube called Charisma on Command. And it actually talks a lot about a lot of things that, you know, I like. And, you know, things like that. And every time I see that channel, you know what I think, boys? You know what I think in my deep, deep level of stupidity? I'm like, oh, this video is gonna be great. Wow, these are gonna be things I don't know. Every single time I click on a video, I already know everything that's being talked about. It literally has no value for me, which is kind of funny. Which is definitely kind of funny to a degree. How do I deal with this? Do you think he's gonna just go for the... Oh my god, you poor, poor sweet summer child. It's so over for you. It's just so ridiculously over for you. Wow, we're slaying. We're actually slaying. Incredible. But yeah, that channel for an average person is probably great because you learn new things. But that's the thing with me. It's like, learn this one amazing trick how to do X. And I'm like, oh, knowledge that I don't know. Wait a minute. This is stuff I am very intimately familiar with. Do I even care about you? Probably no. Let's just pile on. It's like, what is this guy even gonna do, right? Your go. Thank you. I know. Call me Tater Salad. Good luck. Emblem whenever you cast red instant, choose new target. Yeah, good luck. Good luck, my goofy little friend. But yeah, for the average person, by the way, Charisma on Command is probably an awesome channel. But for me, in the best scenarios, it's like, well, wait, what was that? Oh, nothing. Good. But for me, it's like, I know all of these things. It's not actually useful for me, so, you know, 10 out of 10. At best, I get slightly reminded of something that I have forgotten. Because it's actually not useful in my day-to-day or everyday life. Because when you learn, I don't know if this is a pitfall or you should call it a pitfall, but when you learn enough about a certain subject and you are actually good enough to implement it in everyday life and situations and whatnot, you do tend to slightly throw out the things that you have not found useful in your endeavors. Knowledge that is, you know, very, very, you know, knowledge that you know about, but it's not actually useful. You do tend to throw a lot of that out. So when I watch that channel time to time because something gets recommended, I'm like, ah, yes, this is a thing I have completely forgotten about because it has never been useful in my entire life. You know, the El Clasicos, as you might call them. Sram, Ghost Form. Oh, man, we definitely... Wait, actually, also we got Kitty here. Oh, do we actually go for it? I think we go. This is perfect. He doesn't have open mana, which means I can drop... I'm dropping Sram, probably, yeah? Yeah, I'm dropping Sram. So, drop Sram. He uses all of his mana to deal with it. I drop Kitty, and then I Kaya's Ghost Form Kitty. And there we go, the perfect scenario. And Demon Blade. What a choice. And an Eye Twitch. No one cares the choice. Okay, and we could lose this one. It really hugely depends. Kaya's Ghost Form, go. Let's see how much we can actually do here. Do I actually want anything? I probably want the eyes. Let's go. Okay. Okay, let's see. Does he have removal for it? Because I need to actually supplement now with a lot of creatures, which is going to be a pain. I could lose this. I could lose this because we see no core spirit dancers at the moment. And yeah, that's completely fine. Because again, he can't actually deal past that, so, you know, 10 out of 10. Another one! Wait, Wizards, why do you want to use... Because Sentinel's Eyes? Bruh, muchacho, come on, like, let's be real here, okay? Okay, let's take this, because I want to hit you. And I want to hit you a real good, boy. Okay, that's gonna be like a lot of damage. Yeah, surprisingly good. That's gonna be a draw. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, I Sentinel's Eyes this just to establish huge dominance. Let's go. Take action? No, there's no need to take more action than this. Okay, 8 HP. We can actually do stuff. We have all that glitters and one more. Wait, did we... Wait. Owner's Hand. That's annoying. Okay, maybe that's a little bit of a mistake there, but that's fine. I should have gone for... hello there. That doesn't actually matter because, well, reasons, I guess. Okay, not bad, not bad. I can just pump this up and then at some point we get the flying and it's all absolutely great. Okay, so what do we want? Probably this, why not, honestly, right? Draw more, good stuff. Demonic Vigor, let's go. Just gonna pump it up, gonna just slowly thin out the library. Kai's Ghost one. Now let's go for a little bit of those Sentinel Eyes. He's probably not gaining any life anyway, so we're kind of good. We kind of should be... How many of these do you have? 15, 20, 50? Like, what are you even playing? I understand that Wizards should be desperate at this moment to make me lose, but damn, son, like, learn your goddamn place. Amazing. Sentinel's Eyes, that. Literally doesn't matter what we get rid of here. Good stuff. And let's see. Are you going to use remove? Cut down. Jesus Christ. All the single target removal in the world and a Phyrexian Obliterator. Tell me I'm losing without telling me that Wizards is forcing me to lose. I'll wait. I'll just wait. And... Kai's Ghost form, let's go. One mishap and you're absolutely done skis, my friend. P1 Bevis, 1-1. Oh, well, whatever your name is. Oh, thank you. Big, big help. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love it, my dude. Do you have anything in your hand? I can't tell because the game's just so goddamn dog water, it's insane. Do I even care? Probably no. Selfless Savior, though, that's gonna protect me from at least one removal. Come on, Chief. Wait, is he not already? Okay, look at this. Demon Blades go for the throats. Just constant molasses. Okay, SRAM's pretty solid here, not gonna lie. Let's go. SRAM, draw me Magit. Yo, we got it. We done diddly dunsky ditto. Do you have nothing in your hand? Yeah, I can't tell, like, look at this. Anyway, protection from black. And yes, boys, it's been forever, but I have finally learned what protection does. 10 out of 10, boys. 10 out of 10. Okay, so literally like 3 trillion% win ratio. What a time to be alive! You see, this I told you this is the most underrated thing in Magic. Like, complete... And nothing deals with it. Well, there are plenty of things that deal with it. But not when you're piloted by Giga Chad, aka me. 10 out of 10. 10 out of... Pure thunder, boys. Pure thunder. Bringing it down. I should probably answer my text messages because I have not been paying attention. Magic, boys. It's a sad way of life, but it's a way of life. What can I say? Anyway, this is the build. Pretty good, as you can probably tell. We just absolutely smoked some fools in pretty high elo. So, yeah, 10 out of 10. Anyway, this was KuzerSensen. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out the channel. Check out Discord. Check out the Patreon. And have a nice day. Bye-bye.